Welcome back to the channel. It's time for the big NXT review. Hey, it's Scott Barratt, and welcome back. Welcome back to the burning truth. I need to get my microphone there. Hope everybody's okay. We're still, not far off where we were with Stand and Deliver. The road to Battleground is on. This is your big NXT review. And last night, was it last night? 2 nights ago now, we're a little bit late, and I apologize for that. It's getting really spicy. So Iyo Sky Jordynne Grace stole the show. Ricky Saints is still the North American champ. And Trick Williams, well, he's getting more arrogant by the week. Let's break it all down. Let's keep it real. And let's talk NXT. So Darkstate targeted Joe Hendry. So Joe Hendry opened the show. Crowd loved him as they do. He called out Trick Williams. And instead, Darkstate arrived. 4-on-1 beatdown. Joe got powerbombed into next week. Darkstate are savage. Don't trust the shadows. What else happened on the show? We had Ricky Saints retaining versus Lexis King. That was a North American title match. Good match. Nothing fancy. King put up a good fight, but Rochambeau, 1, 2, 3. Ricky Saints wins. I suppose that's all I've got to say about that. He's racking up the wins fast, and his title reign is going to be no joke. I'm still not getting it with Lexis King, so he's still got that to overcome. Character work still really doesn't mean anything to me. What else? Stacks talks. Tony slaps, or snaps rather, is what I'm trying to say. So Tony D hit the ring. He talked about loyalty, betrayal, family. Classic Tony D'Angelo stuff. Stacks then appeared via video. He said he's sick of Tony's decisions. He wants control of the family. And then Tony beat up his own security guys. And that was message sent, I suppose. He's not done yet. Stacks, watch your back because Tony D is coming for you. We're rizzing through this week, guys. But I suppose I've also got Sol Ruca to talk about. So Sol Ruca, stayed really hot this week. She took on Carmen Petrovic. Quick, clean, soul snatcher win. And totally what it needed to be for an easy defense for Sol Ruca. Then we had Zaria and Kelani Jordan building a bit of tension backstage. And I suppose the North American title scene's heating up. That's what I've got to say about that. The women's North American title scene, very, very, very exciting. What else did we have on the night? Trick Williams, is he bigger than NXT right now? So Trick came out talking big, said he was bigger than NXT, said he was bigger than TNA, said he's the Rock and John Cena level. Audible laughter from the crowd and probably Oba Femi too. Ava came out to shut him down and announced that there'll be a 25-man battle royal next week and the winner will face Oba Femi at Battleground. And I suppose that's pretty exciting, right? 25-man battle royal, Oba Femi, title shot on the line. Trick better lace up them boots and better lace them up right because he's got 24 other men to go through. What else? I suppose I want to talk about Oba Femi being interviewed backstage and then The Undertaker appearing. In the first time we've seen The Undertaker and Oba Femi share the screen, Undertaker told Oba that the future's coming. Anthony Luke, Jasper Troy, and Shiloh Hill, I think. Legends and future greats are coming was basically the answer. Oba looked ready, but I mean, Oba always looks ready, doesn't he? He looks about as ready as, I don't know, Ready Breck? He looks ready. What else? Hank and Tank retained. So tag titles, tag champs, Hank and Tank defended against Josh Briggs and Inamura. Good fight. Hank and Tank hit the big double team. Still champions. Briggs wasn't too happy. Inamura looked nervous, but we all know what's coming for him. I think they're going to have a match before Inamura goes back to Japan. And then I suppose, what else do I want to talk about? Chase U. Chase U returned. Andre Chase back teaching. Same old Chase, new students, and he still swears at questions. Beautiful. Also, you can go back and watch our interview on the channel with Andre Chase. Just you'll find that if you subscribe below. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers on the channel, so please subscribe if you can. Like the video, share it with your friends. We're just trying to we're just trying to have fun here on YouTube and create amazing content. And you know, we just want to live the dream. So please, if you can do that, like, subscribe, and go find that Andre Chase interview video. We'd much appreciate it. Every like and subscribe and share counts, and it's free to do. So why wouldn't you do it? It's free, right? Next, I want to talk about Iyo Sky Jordynne Grace, and they got the big win in the main event over Roxanne Perez and Giulia. The tag match was fire, fast-paced, hard-hitting. The crowd was into it. So was I. Grace and Giulia then brawled backstage. Iyo hit the over-the-moon salt on Perez for the win. And I suppose if I had to sum up that match, I would probably say that was wrestling done right. Yeah, NXT main event, Iyo and Jordynne Grace versus Perez and Giulia was wrestling done right this week. If you go back, if you're going to watch anything from the show, I think the full match is available on the WWE's NXT or just the general WWE YouTube channel. So you can go and find the full match there if you don't want to troll through Netflix or Peacock or however you watch your NXT, the CW. You can watch the full thing on YouTube right now. What's next? Well, we've got the 25-man Battle Royal next week for who challenges Oba Femi at Battleground. So that'll be interesting. We've got Kelani Jordan versus Zaria with potential North American title implications. Joe Hendry, Hank and Tank versus Darkstate. Yes, Joe Hendry is back already. Say his name and he'll appear. And Jordynne Grace versus Giulia to decide Stephanie Vacquer's next challenger as well, which is really exciting because although Giulia's been appearing on the main roster, she could still defeat Jordynne Grace here and have that one-on-one match with Stephanie Vacquer, that rematch that we loved the first one, if you go back to when Vacquer picked up the title. Final words, what I liked from this show, Joe Hendry's promo was good. The Darkstate attack added drama. Ricky Saints rolling as champ. I'm enjoying it, actually. I'm enjoying that he's getting a few wins, too. Trick's heel turn. Is that money? Not sure. Certainly sets him up for a main roster tag with Carmelo, and I wouldn't be mad at that. And the main event women's tag was an absolute banger. In fact, Matt Burns would kill me if I didn't do this. This is the banger alarm. Banger alarm for the women's tag main event this week. Again, go to the WWE's YouTube channel. You can watch it there. What I didn't like this week, some segments felt a bit rushed, similar to this review, actually. But I am conscious that we're a couple of days late. Carmen versus Sol could have been smoother. It was exactly where it needed to be. It was nice and quick, but it could have been a smoother match. And there wasn't enough Oba Femi this week. We need more Oba Femi on NXT every week. So they were probably my three not so goods. And that's it for your big NXT review. We've whizzed through it this week, but I was very conscious that we were a bit late. So thank you for tuning in if you still have. Iyo and Jordan shined. Ricky Saints is still the guy. Trick Williams is drinking his own Kool-Aid. Next week, we believe in Joe Hendry. We honk and we battle. Like, subscribe, share. The burning truth keeps rolling. And I'll see you next week for another big NXT review. Thanks, everyone.